Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to go ahead and make this Tangram puzzle set. This is a fun activity where we draw these shapes to make these fun Tangram puzzle pieces. So without further ado, here we get started. So here's the final product. This is what it's going to look like. To create this, we need, of course, have a sketch on one of our work planes. And we're going to start by going up to our drop-down menu on our tool ribbon. And we're going to get the center point rectangle tool, or click the R on the keyboard, which is the shortcut for the center point rectangle. Then we're going to click on our origin and we'll move our mouse out away from the origin and click and release to set the size of the rectangle. At this time, before we do any other clicking, we can type in a value for the size of our rectangular of one of our rectangular sides, and we'll go with 5. And if I like, I can type in again. Now the second dimension is highlighted, the other side, or since I'm going to be making a square, I can go ahead and get the equal constraint and choose to make both sides equal to each other. Since I want to be able to control both dimensions with one variable, I'm going to choose to use the equal sign. The next thing I'm going to do is get the line tool, L, from the tool ribbon. I'm going to draw a diagonal line from the lower left-hand side of the rectangle all the way to the upper right-hand corner. You can see that it passes through the origin. And in order to make later steps easier, I'm actually going to go ahead and make a pit stop at the origin, so that instead of having a single line, I actually have 2 line segments. While we're at it, we're going to take and draw a diagonal line from the upper left back to the origin. This time, I need to go ahead and draw these components. The bottom right line here goes from the midpoint of the base to the midpoint of the right side. So we'll move our mouse until we see the midpoint constraint, which also lines up with the origin and the center point of the rectangle. We're going to click and release on that midpoint, and we're going to go and find the midpoint of the right side and click and release there. The next line is going to be perpendicular to the line we just drew and to the midpoint of that upper section. If you have occur like it just happened to me, where I bring the mouse back and it forms that arc, it's no big deal. That happens quite a lot, and it's actually quite useful. To get your line tool back, just bring the mouse back, release, and click and release whenever you get there. Go back to the endpoint, double click, 2 clicks, excuse me, 2 clicks at the end of the line allows me to exit. We're going to go ahead and extend this line perpendicular to the diagonal here from the origin and to the midpoint of that diagonal line right there. And remember to click on the endpoint to 2 clicks on an endpoint to end the line. Go ahead and draw across here, and there you have it. The escape key to escape the line. Now, this exercise is pretty easy in many ways, but one thing that does get annoying, if you're not used to it, is getting in and out of the line tool. The line tool, if you click with a single click each time, will allow you to continue to draw connected lines. If you want to exit out of that tool after your line, 2 quick clicks at the end of the line will allow you out. The second thing that drives people crazy is sometimes when you bring the mouse away and bring it back towards the end of the line, it becomes an arc. To get your line tool back, simply bring it back to the endpoint of the line, and it will become a line tool again. So double click to set, single click to continue, And if it becomes an arc, just go back to where it became an arc at that endpoint. And when you move on, it will become a line again. All right. Good luck. Have fun. As always, keep being awesome.